Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're stopping by my channel for the first time, thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. If you like what you see, hit the like button, maybe subscribe. Returning subscribers, thanks so much for coming back, spending a little bit of your Monday with me. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I did. Got some things done that have been hanging on forever. We had a new radio and backup camera put in our motorhome. My brother-in-law did it. He's pretty handy that way. But it was a colossal pain. We've been messing around with it for a month. Parts didn't fit, didn't have the right part. 17 orders for Amazon, 12 orders from the company for the radio. It was a nightmare. I was ready to just set fire to the dang thing. But he finished it yesterday, so that's good. I needed to be able to see when we back up, when we're pulling into a camp spot, you got to be able to see. And we have a Class C and there's no back window. So it's hard to just back in when you're just using the side mirrors. So we really, really, really needed that backup camera. So thank God my brother-in-law finished it and it's done. And yeah, so that's one less thing I have to worry about. I mean, we've got this big trip coming up. I don't know if I've mentioned it once or twice, but our grandson is graduating from high school this year. So we're headed to Indiana for about 3 weeks to spend time with family and be there for Jack's graduation and all that fun stuff. So, it's a big, long trip. So we have to get all our ducks in a row. I also spent the entire weekend, from Friday right through to today. I decided I'm going to finish the Everyday Tank by Heart Hook Home. So I have literally been working on this all week. I haven't been sitting on my butt all weekend doing nothing, but my crochet time has been designated to this tank top. The last time you saw it, I was down here. I put all of this in since Friday afternoon. And it is slow going. I am using a 3.5 millimeter hook. So it is slow, slow, slow. I have to put 78 rows on this. And I think I'm only at I want to say 56 or 57 rows. So I have probably another 2 inches to put on here. This is what's left of the second ball that I have. I have caked, no, this is the third ball. I have caked up a fourth. I have plenty of this. I'm not worried about running out. The yarn that I'm using is right here. It's always within reach. The Willow Yarns Gia, I think that's how you say. Somebody's sent me the pronunciation and I have forgotten. It's some goddess or something along those lines. The color is navel, and it is a sport weight. It's 70% cotton, 30% wool. I think it's going to be a great summer weight tank top. I love this fabric. Look how pretty that looks. I'll be able to wear this with nothing underneath other than underwear. But it's not see-through. I'm using the lemon peel stitch. So it's really you can't see through it, which is perfect. So this is the one I settled on. Now I want to get this done. Gosh, I'm hoping I can get it done this week. Because I want it done for local yarn shop day, which is in 2 weeks, the 26th. I'm still trying to decide where I'm going to go for local yarn shop day. I may end up at the place I was at last year, which is She Sells Yarn, which is in Ormond Beach, Florida. But there's a new-ish shop that opened in Traverse, which isn't very far from me. It's a little bit further, probably an hour and a half from me. But the name of the store is Crochet Away. And she's very crochet forward. And I thought that would be a really good place to go, but she said she's just going to be open just regular hours. She's not really doing anything special for local yarn shop day because she's leaving like in 2 days after to go to some festival of some sort. So she's like, she didn't think she'd have time to be doing anything big for local yarn shop day. She just participated in the Orange Blossom Yarn Crawl, which I did not participate in because it starts way south of here and ends in about Orlando. So for me, that's not really very practical. Even though it's a week-long thing, I could have probably gone down for a day, but it's so traffic in Orlando is not worth it as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm still trying to decide. I know there's a local yarn shop in Inverness, Florida that I've been interested in going to see. And I know there's one in Winter Haven that I think would be pretty to go see. And Winter Haven's down near Eustis and it's not that far. I could do that one. So I'm still trying to decide. Any of you local Florida people, if you're going, tell me where you're going. Tell me what yarn shops are having fun things going on. And, maybe we'll talk. We'll see what's going on. But we got a couple of weeks. We got to get through Easter. Can you believe this is Easter week? Wow, yesterday was Palm Sunday. Wow, this year is flying by. Those 40 days have flown for Lent. So anyway, Easter Sunday, get through that. Then I'll figure out next week where we're going to go for local yarn shop day. So anyway, but I got to get this done. I have to finish this because I've got to finish. I got to get started on Carson's replacement cardigan, and I had to work on my cardigan for Jack's graduation. And, all the other things that are coming up. I've got plans with Judy from Judy's Creations and Crochet. We're going to do a challenge, and we'll talk more about that. Judy and I need to get together and finalize some plans, but we've got some things coming up where we're going to challenge you guys on a really beautiful something. I'm not going to say too much because, yeah, I want to talk to Judy about it, but I've got that coming up. I've got plans with Lynette at Charmed Grammy Crochet. We're going to start we haven't decided if we're going to do it weekly or monthly. I'm thinking more like maybe every 2 weeks kind of thing, where her and I are going to be doing something together really fun. Beginning in May, we've got Baggy Blanket Brigade crochet night coming back. So there's a lot of things happening, and I'm excited about it all, but it's like one thing at a time. So anyway, I'm hoping I can get this finished. The other thing I wanted to show you guys, have you been seeing the ads on Facebook and Instagram for the 2 new newspapers? One's Knit Nation and one's Crochet Nation. I got Crochet Nation. This is episode. This is issue number 3. But let me tell you, from a nostalgia standpoint, the smell and the feel of this newspaper brings back that visceral, I can smell my dad at the table with his coffee, reading the newspaper. I can remember flipping through the newspaper as a kid, and this smell, it just brings it all back. It smells like newsprint and ink, and it's just, I don't know, it's just something. It just brings me back to my childhood. I can picture my dad sitting in our kitchen. I can see my mom sitting on the couch. Even my kids, my son, both of my younger son, or my middle son and my youngest son, were paper carriers for our little hometown newspaper that delivered every afternoon. And I can remember, I can smell this watching them roll up their papers before they went and did their paper route. It just struck me so hard at how much nostalgia an actual newspaper brings. And then on top of that, it's got great stuff in it. It's got patterns and stitch and there's a lot, there's a whole interview with Tony Lipsy from TL Yarn Crafts. It has spotlights on books and TV shows to watch while you're crocheting, and why they love all these different patterns. Like there's a pattern in here, and I thought, oh, wouldn't this be cute for Boggy Creek? This heart blanket right here, isn't that adorable? And it's by Daisy Farms Crafts. And it's just like, here are some cute ideas. There's a dinosaur and a llama pillow. And there's a beautiful shawl in here. It's got a very big variety. Listen to that sound, right? In here is a blanket. It's called the Crossover Stitch Baby Blanket. And it gives you, like, what? Is it too stiff? This is what you need to do. Are you struggling with tension? Do this. Your edge is getting wavy. Here's some ideas how to do that. The featured stitch of the month is the Suzette stitch. The featured yarn of the month is Ricomini DK. Yeah, right. Like I even pronounced that right. I think it's an amigurumi kind of yarn because it shows amigurumis. They have, here's a fun challenge. Pick 3 colors in a quick project this weekend. I mean, hooker versus hooker, can you say that? Here's a whole thing of why didn't our great grandmothers crochet blankets. Here's some really cute tote bag. There's puzzles in here. Untangle the words. I think they said 8 different patterns in here. There's a words. Cocoon cardigan, a cowl, a tote bag. Oh, the smell is good. Here is a community spotlight on a, it says, family bonds and crochet hooks, the unexpected way 2 cousins reconnected. And there's a whole article in here about that. There's a cabled beanie. An amigurumi cake. Here, you want your horoscope? That's in here. I mean, it has everything that a newspaper would have. There's a whole article in here about the sweater curse. Theories behind the sweater curse. There's a cartoon. I mean, there's everything. There's history. Wool for the rich. Wool for the poor, silk for the rich. How laws dictated who wore what. I mean, come on, this thing is really, I have not read the whole thing from front to back. I have flipped through this because I was busy with this, but there's a story in here. Installment in number 3 is, it looks like it must be some kind of a book of some sort. It's a 11-part Victorian mystery set in 1851 London, where danger lurks in coded crochet and no yarn is stitched by chance. So apparently I've missed the first 2, but they have a thing in here on the back where you can get the first 2 issues if you wanted to go back. There's another pattern for a shawl, and then here's this whole back thing here is all about Tony Lipsy. and an interview with her. And you want to know what your crochet spirit animal is? There's a way to figure that out. And Mad Libs, and I mean, and then of course every newspaper isn't complete without a crossword puzzle. So I think I really like this. Like I said, I have not sat down and read this word for word. I have flipped through it. I find it very interesting, very nostalgic, and it's just another interesting thing that's crochet forward. So if you see it and you're like, I don't know, give it a shot. I think I will be keeping this. My subscription I got, the sale was like $5 a month. I don't think that's bad. You know, one less stop at Starbucks. And it comes right to the house, and it's got patterns and articles, and I think this is going to be fun. So I just wanted to show you that I got it, tell you kind of an overview of it, and I'll keep you up to date on it. I'm not going to show you every single one. I know there are others out there who do the whole flip through and everything. But from time to time, if I come across something really interesting in here, I definitely will share it with you, because I'm really intrigued and really interested in this, and wondering if I couldn't. There's a letter from the editor in here. That's the word I was looking for. Wouldn't that be interesting if we could get, like in August or September, we could get the Boggy Blanket Brigade listed in here? Wouldn't that be cool? How would that be? So I just wanted to share with you. I know some people, that may not be your thing, but I think it's really cool. I think it's really, really cool. So, and like I said, the memories that came flooding back out my childhood and my children's childhood is amazing. So listen, you guys, I'm going to let you get back to your Monday. I hope you all have a great week. I guess another round of storms again this week, so stay safe. Keep your eye on the sky, or do what they tell you to do. Whatever you do, just stay safe. Remember to give yourself a little bit of grace. It's going to be okay. Be kind to yourself. But both above all, words today, be kind to everyone, because you just never know what they're going through. And I will talk to you tomorrow for Tunisian Tuesday. Have a good one.